Well, guys, it looks like things are really starting to escalate after the deaths of those two black men. Now, there was a man shot and killed in Baton Rouge, and his name was Alton Sterling. And basically, he was shot at point blank range into the chest. And then yesterday, we had a woman live streaming the death of her boyfriend as he was shot reaching into his pocket to retrieve his ID under the direction of the officer who was asking to see this. And apparently now we have seen another black man killed by a trigger-happy white police officer. Now, interestingly, both of this video footage does not actually show what happened prior to this man being shot. We do not actually see him being shot, and I have to actually address how calm his partner is as she is live streaming his death onto social media as he dies beside her. Now, again, with this footage, just as the shooting begins, we see the camera turns away from the actual act of this occurring. Now, I'm not saying this didn't happen. What I'm saying is it seems to be that they are wanting to leave a lot of what appears to precede these men being shot up for speculation, because there is speculation that this man was reaching for the gun in his pocket, and there is speculation that this man was doing the same and she was only starting to record after that incident had occurred. And so what we can see is they're trying to create a lot of white noise and a lot of confusion around these events so that they're not just a cut and dry event that we can see exactly what transpired and we can come to our conclusions based on that information. Now we are going to see lots of speculation, and this is because if anybody hasn't already clued on to the agenda of the Antichrist, they are stirring the flames of the coming race war, and white men are in the crosshairs. This is all being designed so that white men look like the enemy. We are the perpetrators, and this isn't only being done using the black race, this is also done using Islam and Muslims, who also are given the appearance that Anglos, white people, are attacking their religious beliefs. And so they then feel justified in retaliating. And this is because it's all being orchestrated behind the scenes by the Jesuit, by the Antichrist. Now, we've just had 10 officers shot in Dallas. 3 dead, 2 in surgery, 3 critical, 0 suspects in custody. So we can see that this is now escalating, and we are going to see police very quick to go into a defense mentality and see all citizens as a potential threat. And this is exactly what they want, because this is how they can lock us down, they can bring in more laws, they can oppress us more, and the ignorant amongst us beg for more police, beg for more laws, because they have this misguided understanding that more police and more laws and more oppression will keep them safer. And all it's really doing is just locking us down, making us more of a prison state, a prison planet than we already are. So I just wanted to give you an observation based on what I see is now starting to transpire due to the understanding I have of what is approaching us and why this is all starting to play out. This is going to turn into a very deadly race war, and white people are the enemy. We are being set up. The Jesuits are setting us up. The party is over, guys, and we are now in the crosshairs, and this is all being orchestrated from behind the scenes to create that appearance. Now, before I go, I just want to bring you this quote by Helena Blavatsky, made in 1888. One day the millions of China and Mongolia, heathen and Muslims, furnished with every murderous weapon invented by civilization and forced upon the celestial of the East by the infernal spirit of trade and love of monetary gain of the West, drilled moreover to perfection by Christian manslayers, will pour into and invade decaying Europe like an irrepressible torrent. This will be the result of the work of the Jesuits, who will be its first victims. Let us hope. So, this plan has been in the making for a very long time. It's now up to people to identify who the real enemy are, stop chasing their tails with all of these false flags and all of these boogeymen that they create, and actually start focusing on the real enemy, and that is the Jesuit, and they are playing everything from behind the scenes. And we are going to be the victims. So, time to really start hooking in and paying attention, and really I would limit any actual prolonged periods within, busy public areas, because things are really starting to escalate now, guys, and we really need to watch our backs. Because as I said, if you're white, you've got a huge target on your back right now. Well, I'll leave it here. I'll post everything underneath. And as always, peace out.